Hi everyone, it's Scotty at SOUNDATTAK, the famous drum shop in the UK. We're at the Royal Albert Hall in London, the famous venue. We're here at the Cirque du Soleil to see Dre Boy with his awesome drums. Tonight he killed it, sounded so good, his chops are amazing. And we're going to show you around the kit and he'll tell you what he's playing. It's awesome.
The kit that I have is the Dixon Artisan MBS. We have a 8x7, we have a 10x8, 12x9, and we have a 16x16 on legs. And I got the kick port in here as well. The port gives it a little bit more definition, it gives it a little bit more low end. It does the same thing for kick that it does for the floor tom. So it gives it a lot of punch and a lot of low end. And the kick is a 22x18. I get compliments from the acrobats that these drums sound amazing. That don't happen usually. So the fact that I get that, it's wonderful. And this is a custom-made snare drum from Cooper & Cooten. And man, again, I get compliments on the snare, how the snare sounds so wonderful and so it's full of clarity and it sounds so great, man. So I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have it, man. So he's definitely hooked me up with the snare, and I'm using it, man. I'm definitely using it. I got a Dixon Artisan snare here. It's like the highest line snare that they have. It's 14x6.5. Man, this snare is amazing. I use it for like low stuff, like for marching and different things like that. So it's much more for me right now as a side snare, but it can definitely be used as a main snare as well. It is wonderful. The other snare I have here is a 10x5 side snare for just like little, little firecracker stuff that, little quick stuff that I may need, but it's amazing as well. These cymbals, I had some other Sabians, I had some AAXs, and they are wonderful. But these changed the game. I just put this on today, man. These changed the game for me, man. They are wonderful. I would not trade them for anything. This is an 18-inch HHX Evolution Ozone. This is a 19-inch Artisan Crash. This is a 10-inch AAX Air Splash. This is a 10-inch HHX Splash. This is a 20-inch HHX Evolution Ride. This is a Legacy 18-inch. And this is, I have a mini Chinese on top of a HH Dark Crash.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is a AAX Sabian China. It's like a 16-inch, but it sounds wonderful. These, I am truly like a fan of certain kind of hi-hats from Sabian. I like all those high-end hats, man, but AAX accelerator hats, brilliant. They're amazing. Between this and the Fusion hats, they're classic hats for me, man. So I go back and forth and toggle between the two, man, but these have been the best. My sound guy doesn't even put any EQ on this.
They always sound like they're going through a PA.
Yeah.
Pre-EQ.
They are already pre-EQ, yeah.
It's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Cool.
For the most part, I'm using some of the Dixon hardware and some of the other hardware that we had on the kit before. We just got this kit on here like a day ago.
Wow.
So we're still migrating and moving things around, but for the most part, it's a mixture between the Dixon and the Pearl hardware, going straight to Dixon totally, you know, as well as I'm using this to do some of my loops, which is the Akai MPC Element. Wonderful tool to have. Another thing that I'm using is the Personas 1818 to do a lot of different things. So I'm blessed, man. I'm able to do a lot of the things that I want to do. Every person I encounter, I usually give them a pair of these. These are the Danny Carey signature model drumsticks. I did a video for Vic Firth some years back on these sticks. I am a true fan. Yeah, they're big and whatever, but they give you so much control over the drum. So I am a true fan of these sticks. They feel great. They have a groove where your fingers go. So they're wonderful. I would not trade them for the world. Like I said, I'm blessed. I want to give a shout out to Gator Cases, Protector Cases.
Oh yeah,
man. I'm a big fan of them, and they do a lot for me as well. So like I said, it's a blessing. I got the Roland SPDS. It triggers, at least 90% of the show. I'm running the Roland V pads as well. And, from everything from gunshots to chimes to thunder, I'm doing it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. So how long have you got on the Cirque du Soleil?
It's endless, man, whenever. Yeah, we're on the road like 335 days out the year. So we do like about between 320 to 350 shows a year, on tour. So yeah, it's
3 days off and that's it.
That's it, and come right back. Yeah.
Can't think of anything better than playing drums.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
My hands say the same thing.
Yeah.
Yo, Dad,
Yeah.
What's up, bro? Your man here, your son, he's the dude. I love this guy. I love both of these guys. Definitely thank you so much, SOUNDATTAK. You guys are wonderful. You guys are great. Thank you for coming out and hanging with me, man. I really appreciate it. I hope we can do more in the future, for sure.